Hello fellow traders, just got in, long day today. I like what I see. Tonight's going to be short and sweet. We're definitely in the moment. We're at a nice point right here. We're definitely getting, something I want to go over is how they brainwash people with the news. They brainwash you with the daily action too. You know how there's always been end of the day rallies for months. Watch. See that? I've been there. When it drops, you're hoping for that rally and then it doesn't come, so the next day you're hoping for it and it doesn't come. It's coming, watch. Like I said, I didn't really start making good money in the market until I started shorting the market as well as going long. That time's coming for the permalongs where they're going to be hoping and hoping. But check this out. This is the Dow, and why I'm showing the Dow is because we have this where they didn't give it to us today. Remember how they opened the market up? Futures were up. That's how every up day's been, pretty much. It opens up 140 and hangs there. See? So if you wake up in the morning and think you're a momentum player and buy in right away, they instantly pull it back to up 80 and then they shake you out if you're a die-hard day trader with stops, and then it goes back up to 140 and hangs there all day. It drives these guys crazy. Okay? We got these two upper wicks, and see how we closed a little higher here today. Remember, I was calling for a down day. Just like down here when we had this Shooting Star Dojo Monday, they didn't give it to us, and it even closed a little lower than Friday's close, see? Which was bearish, and then... So here we are at the full other end with that same kind of candlestick formation happening here. Anything's possible. We know that, man. These articles that are coming out are crazy. Now they're talking end of next year. I just read one for, that's what Japan's saying when they'll exit the recession, the end of next year. I just happened to say that last night, that if it was this time next year, I would be buying a pullback. Right now, this is what I'm looking for, this 87.50 area as a good pullback here. The 50-day, and then we might get a little bounce up to 9,000 before we continue down to the 200-day. Tomorrow's going to be a tell sign. Let's see if they bring it to us a day later like they did back in March. Remember quadruple nut? The Shooting Star Dojo reversed at the top though this time, and they're bringing it a day later. Tomorrow, Joann Stores reports earnings. Like I said, I grabbed a nice short position. We'll see if that one bites me. If it does, it ain't going to be too bad, and when the drop comes, it'll bring me back down. But if I get a nice sell-off, it'll just be bonusy to help this FAS trade, that's eating me up. But like I said, I'm going to stick that one out, and that way we can all see how it plays out. They've been pumping how bad these triple leveraged ETFs are. Well, let's see if FAS does go back up above 100 in 6 months when, what hits the fan. And it'll be interesting. Tomorrow's going to be interesting. Hump day. And it still might be a little floater into next week, but with this formation, look for the down leg tomorrow. Good luck.